BoxingScene.com with the man who reigns supreme in the middleweight division for over a decade, the executioner himself, Bernard Hopkins. First off, Bernard, word is that there's 2 new additions to your team. First off, let's talk about fitness guru Mackie Showstone.
Yes, first of all, I mean, his record speaks for itself, just like my record speaks for itself, all that I've done in the middleweight division, now transforming into a situation that was going to open a lot of people's eyes once this victory be granted by Bernard Hopkins. And let me tell you, Showstone, Mickey is a real credible guy that everybody know. I mean, you know, you can just name the 3 or 4 fighters that he have worked with that was accomplishing the unthinkable, and with his help, they accomplished that. First of all, you know, New Orleans will be the home for 5 weeks of Bernard Hopkins to train and to prepare for June 10th. And I'm so happy to have these good people that's going to enhance Bernard Hopkins' ability to win this fight and to win it big. And last but not least, John David Jackson, also a friend, ex-world champion, southpaw, who trains Sugar Shane Mosley, is going to be a part of my camp, part of my training, and maybe, you know, he's still in great shape and things like that. Pick off where we left off 15 years ago in Philadelphia to give me a little bit pointers on what to do and what not to do. So my troops are in line, and Bernard Hopkins is prepared now to take out the order.
John David Jackson was also your past opponent. I mean,
many years, but yes.
Right. How did you was able to put that aside and say, hey, for the better of the business, this is what we need to do?
It's not really for the better of the business. He's part of the team. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya, myself, and Sugar Shane Mosley are partners. Shane came on board a couple of months ago to Golden Boy, and John David Jackson and I remained friends years before I even fought Oscar De La Hoya. So we are intelligent enough to leave what we left in the ring and be a productive citizen, husband and fathers when we out of the ring. And I think that's what you know, people would, you know, need to understand that we don't, at least I don't, and most fighters don't carry grudges outside of the ring into the everyday civilian life. And John is a good friend, always been a good friend, and before we fought and even after, even more. So I'm glad for his help. I'm glad that he's coming on board. Nazim Richardson is the head trainer, who's been with me over 10 years. He's prepared. He knows John's very well. There's no egos. There's no stepping on anybody's shoes. This is about Bernard Hopkins becoming the middleweight and light heavyweight champion of the world, and that's history itself, because no other middleweight ever done that in life.
Right. Speaking of the light heavyweight championship of the world, on June 10, you'll be facing Antonio Tarver, for the light to be the king of light heavyweight, because what he's considered. I mean, what does that mean to you? Well, being able to move up and fight him?
For legacy, I mean, it means that, you know, that I'm in the books for that. It means that that's another feather in my cap of everything else I've done in another weight division, which was the middleweight division. And that is an accomplishment that, you know, that will only keep Bernard Hopkins in this game right now at 41. And time June 10th get here, it'd be 41 and a half. So other than that, I wouldn't even be in front of this interview doing on Boxing Scene, because the motivation wouldn't be there. I'm highly motivated about history. I'm motivated, and I'm motivated that that Tarver is a good champion, is a good fighter. But Bernard Hopkins, I believe, is a better fighter and a greater champion than Tarver will ever be. And I'm going to prove that come June 10th.
People know what to expect from the executioner. What do you expect from Tarver?
I respect Tarver to fight a big man's fight. I respect that Tarver is a southpaw, and I have a good record of fighting southpaws in my career. And I understand that styles make fights. And I understand that my style and Tarver's style is perfect for me. He will tell you that my style is perfect for him. And in case in point, I brought up a situation. Glenn Johnson, who Tarver and Roy fought, and they had their hands full with Glenn Johnson. In 1997 96, I fought Glenn Johnson, and he was 35-0, well-established, undefeated fighter, and I knocked him out in the 11th. So when I said that earlier today on other reports, people were shocked because somehow that name got lost on my record. But I brought it out to people to let them know that he was a younger fighter then, he was undefeated then, and I beat him easily. So to say this is that styles make fights. So if Tarver believes that fighting Roy Jones Jr. at this stage of Roy Jones' career and beating Roy 2 or 3 times or whatever, if you want to give him the first fight, Tarver, then you should look at the fights that I have accomplished and the history that I accomplished. And if you want to match records against records, which don't really mean too much, because when it's all said and done, is what you do June 10th. It's going to show that one guy got to be right and the other one has to be wrong.
This be your last fight?
Absolutely.
But my question to you is, how does it feel to still be able to fight on in millions of households on EA Sports Fight Night?
That's unreal. You know, EA Sports, man, has been there for me, and I've been there for them. I think that it done a lot for. Matter of fact, I know that it done a lot for my popularity and my career. Everywhere you go, any racial lines, I got your game, I play your game, I lost on your game, I won on your game. So the kids and the adults and everybody that plays the EA Sports game enjoyed Bernard Hopkins' image and promotion, and even the quality of the game and the realistic of the footage.
So is there anything you want to say to your fans and the people all around the world on BoxingScene.com?
I want the BoxingScene.com fans and even the non-fans to understand that come June 10th, this is a fight that you're not going to see an old or even a Tarver who's 38, so he's not a spring chicken, put on the best performance of this era. And I think that they'll be cheating themselves if they don't tune in come June 10th on HBO pay-per-view to see a legend go out as a legend.
We appreciate your time as always.